Hello there, my name is Jason Perkins. I want to welcome you to another episode in my Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in handling Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this particular series of videos because I want to provide people with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation law and the benefits they should receive under that law. Today I want to talk to you about deciding about a workers' compensation settlement. Now, settlement is probably one of the biggest decisions you can make in your workers' compensation case. And so when you're making that decision, one of the first things that's important to understand is what is a settlement? Settlement is basically the workers' compensation insurance company agreeing to buy your workers' compensation case from you for a certain amount of money, or you agreeing to sell it to them. You ultimately end up signing documents if you settle your case that say that the insurance company is going to pay you that lump sum amount of money, and in exchange, you're giving up your future workers' compensation rights. So how do you decide if you should settle your case? That's a tough question. One important thing to be sure and understand is that you don't have to settle your workers' compensation case. The workers' compensation insurance company can't make you settle. Now, you can't make them settle either. So if there's going to be a settlement, that's going to involve you reaching an agreement, or an attorney on your behalf reaching an agreement with the insurance company. And you're probably not going to get everything that you would like in that agreement, because settlement is generally a compromise. Now, there's a couple of important factors to consider when you're making a decision about whether you should settle your case. The first is, what is the insurance company willing to offer you to settle your case? That's obviously something that matters a lot. Whether they're willing to offer you $5 or $100,000 is going to make a big difference in whether you should settle or not. The second important factor to consider is, do you know enough about your injury at this point, your recovery from your injury, to make a good decision about settlement? It may be too early in your case for you to know what you're going to be dealing with in the future. And if you don't know what you're going to be dealing with in the future, it's hard to make a good decision about if and what you should settle your case for. Let's talk about that next question. How should you decide what you should settle your case for? This is a tough question as well. Now, one part is easy. You probably want the most that the insurance company is willing to offer you. That should be your goal in settlement, is to get them to offer as much as possible. And that's my goal on behalf of my clients whenever I'm negotiating with the insurance company. But this question aims more at, if the insurance company is not willing to offer you as much as you would like to get, does it still make sense to settle your case? And that's a tough question to decide. It really goes at what your bottom line on settlement should be. One of the important jobs that I do on behalf of all my clients when I'm evaluating their case for settlement is basically looking at a bottom line number that I would recommend and talking to them about why I would recommend that number. Now, that's not a number that I share with the workers' compensation insurance company, but ultimately my client's decision is to figure out what they're okay with as far as the bottom line. And then my job when negotiating with the insurance company is to get the insurance company to pay as much as possible, but never go below that bottom line number. So when I'm doing a settlement evaluation case, that's a big part of what I'm doing. And it's an important decision on your part, whether you are trying to negotiate settlement on your own with an insurance company, or whether you have an attorney representing you and you're making a decision about, with that attorney's advice and guidance about what you should take on settlement. I hope you found this information about deciding about a workers' compensation settlement helpful. If you have, please let me know that. One of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. If you've got other questions about workers' compensation settlements or any other part of Georgia's workers' compensation law, I'd encourage you to reach out and schedule a free consultation with me to get those questions answered. There's two easy ways you can do that. First is by calling the phone number on the bottom of the screen, and the other is by reaching out to us to our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com, where you can click on and submit the free consultation request form, and we'll get a consultation scheduled for you. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today. I want to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injuries.